Hello and welcome to Optimal Tarot, where foresight is 2020. Right now, we're doing a general read. Wow, something's popping off already. Right now, we're doing a general read for the sun sign of Gemini, a general love read for those of you who are not in communication with your person. Please keep in mind that this is a general read, so the messages may or may not resonate. If not, please be sure to check your moon, rising, and Venus signs. Also, flip the roles if necessary, okay? And as I said before, this reading is for Geminis who are not in communication with their person. So if you're living with your person or you talk to your person on a regular basis, this may not be the read for you. And this is another card two cards that fell again. Interesting. But I haven't asked any questions. Let's see if they fall. Okay? All right. So let's kick this off. And for the sun sign of Gemini, Spirit, give me 3 cards. 3 cards for the overall energy for Gemini and the person who they are not in communication with. Spirit, give me 3 cards for the overall energy for Gemini and the person they are not in communication with. Give me 3 cards, Spirit, for the Gemini and the person they are not in communication with. All right, so I got 2 of Swords. Give me 2 more. Give me 2 more. I have 8 of Cups. And the Devil. Oh, the Devil is here early today. Can you believe it? Look here, Gemini. These cards here on the table. We are looking at the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the Devil. What in the devil are you doing, Gemini? All right, so the overall energy. I'm seeing a connection in which someone walked away because of indecision. Also, someone walked away because they felt that the connection was toxic. Okay? That's what I'm feeling from this. I know the Devil can also mean that someone is obsessed. Perhaps one of you is obsessed, Gemini. But the overall energy I'm feeling is there's definitely distance between you. I guess so if you're in no communication. But the 8 of Cups, someone walked away due to indecision and a toxic connection, okay? But hey, you can't just let the devil be here. You can't let the devil be here without finding out why in the world do we have the devil. And I also want to know, what's up with this 2 of Swords? What's this indecision about? So let's get clarity on the 2 of Swords and the devil. Give me one on the 2 of Swords, Spirit. Clarity. Please clarify the 2 of Swords. Clarify the 2 of Swords. Getting clarity on the 2 of Swords. And we have the 2 of Cups. Why the 2 of Cups? Almost had a jumper. Almost had a jumper. Why the 2 of Cups, Spirit? Why the 2 of Cups? Queen of Swords. Someone may have... Okay, so 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, indecision, soulmate connection, and then someone being cold. Were you cold? Or was the other person cold, Gemini? Let's see. Okay. The Chariot just flipped out. All right, so perhaps someone left to be with someone else. Is what I'm saying here. Okay? Someone could have left the connection. I'm seeing perhaps, okay, there was indecision. about a connection, and as a result, someone is very cold and moved on. Pretty much the same thing we're seeing here. All right? Yeah. Okay. So, let's clarify the devil. Give me one on the devil, Spirit. Give me one. Give me one on the devil. Give me one. Clarify the devil. Judgment. Why judgment? Why the judgment card? Give me one on the judgment. Give me one on the judgment. Death. Okay. Interesting, Gemini. All right, so the energy between you guys is it's over. Okay, let's just keep it simple. Okay, it's over. All right, why is it over? The devil. This here tells me, okay, we got, now Pete, when you line the cards up and we're looking at clarity, right? Okay, I have the Two of Cups here aligned with the Judgment card. There's a chance that someone left this toxic connection to be in a soulmate connection. There could have been a reconciliation. Someone could have reconciled with someone else believed to be a soulmate. Okay? All right. Which brought one of you to be cold, and definitely things are dead. Okay? With the death card being there. All right. Well, let's see. Okay. How do they feel about you, Gemini? How do they feel? Okay? Because right now it seems like things are dead. Okay? Ain't nothing cracking between y'all right now. And it doesn't seem like the energy between you guys are good anyway. I'm not feeling like things were left on a good note. I'm not even feeling like there's any regret on either side either. Like, I don't see anybody hoping or wishing for anything. Usually there's someone in regret or trying to do something. So perhaps it really is dead, but let's find out how they feel about you, Gemini. How does Gemini's person feel about them? How does Gemini's person feel about them? The person who they are no longer in communication with. Give me 3 cards for the person that Gemini is no longer in communication with. How do they feel about Gemini? 3 cards. 3 cards, Spirit. We have Queen of Swords, 4 of Wands, and the Fool. All right. Now, this is something here. All right. Based on this, the way they feel about you, you're definitely cold toward them, Gemini. Queen of Swords, which shows up again because the Queen of Swords was one of the clarifying cards for the Two of Swords, right? So we have the Queen of Swords, which tells us, yeah, you're definitely cold. Cold-blooded. I mean, giving them the cold shoulder, okay? However, they do see you as someone they would like to have something more stable with, and they want a new beginning with the Fool being here. All very clear right here. This is very clear. All right, so they want a new beginning with you. They see you as someone they can have something stable with. All right, that's how they feel about you. Now the next question is, will they reach out? Will they reach out, Gemini? Let's find out. Will Gemini's person reach out? The one who they are no longer in communication with. Will Gemini's person reach out? The one they are no longer in communication with. Will Gemini's person reach out? The one they are no longer in communication with. Oof. Okay, lots of cards failed. Too many. They go back to the deck. All right, give me 3 cards, Spirit. Will they reach out? the Hermit, the Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords. Okay. Now, as a general rule, a lot of times I say, if it's swords up, that means yes. Swords down means no. In this case, we have more swords down than up, but this gives me a pretty good indication about something that you should know. Okay? All right. This is a person in hermit mode right now. They're to themselves. Okay? They're to themselves right now. This is a person, it also tells me that they're single, all right? I'm not seeing that they're dating someone. Or there's no one significant in the picture. Okay? The current state of the current state of affairs between you guys has this person in anxiety with the Nine of Swords, possibly having sleepless nights, okay? But the Five of Swords, conflict. So this tells me if they do reach out, it's not going to be a pretty conversation. If they reach out, Gemini, it's not going to be nice. It's not, which I believe goes back to the overall energy being toxic. Perhaps this is just a toxic connection, and that's something that that definitely probably just needs to be accepted and recognized as it is between the way things are right now. Because it's toxic, it's going to be very difficult to have a nice conversation, even if the intentions going into it may be good. So, Gemini, let's see if you should reach out to them. Should Gemini reach out to their person? Should Gemini reach out to the person who they are not in communication with? Should Gemini reach out to the person they are not in communication with? Give me 3 cards, Spirit. Should Gemini reach out to the person they are not in communication with? Should Gemini reach out? Should Gemini reach out? Should Gemini reach out? Okay. Chariot, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Swords down. No. The sword is down with this King of Swords, okay? But let's go into it. Chariot, move on. Let's move on. Okay? The dynamic between you guys, if there's any change, it's happening very slowly, okay? Or I believe this is saying that if you attempted to reach out, okay, this could be something. If this is something you attempted to go into again, okay, it could be a very slow ordeal in terms of things changing, working through this toxicity, okay? With the Chariot, move on, okay? King of Swords, that's even upgrading more, even from the Queen of Swords, okay? Yeah. I'm feeling like a no, all right? But I do want to put a cherry on top. Let's get some clarity on this Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Why not? Okay. Major Arcana cards are usually pretty clear. That Chariot I'm seeing as move on. That's another reason why I feel like you should not reach out, because I feel like the advice is to move on. Okay. But let's get 1 card on the King of Swords and 1 card on the Knight of Pentacles, Spirit. 1 on the King of Swords and 1 on the Knight of Pentacles. Clarify the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Here we go. Knight of Wands. And that 5 of Swords again. Okay? All right. So yeah. And this why the Knight of Wands? Why the Knight of Wands? 8 of Yeah. Eight of Swords. Okay. So that tells me going back into this is only going to cause uh, conflict and anxiety. Okay. Yeah. With this Eight of Swords here, that's like being stuck in your head. All right. This is not a feel good situation, Gemini. All right. So, what I'm seeing here is whenever you guys decided to part ways, when someone left the connection, that is what was best because it was toxic. All right. And any attempt at communication, whether you reach out or they reach out, this Five of Swords is here, meaning there will be conflict. So I don't see a peaceful resolution even possible in this case. All right. So I'm seeing that it's best to move on. There are brighter horizons ahead. I hope the message resonated with you, Gemini. Please remember to give me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all again right here on Optimal Tarot. Peace and love.